Hester past the 20, the 25, and a terrific return on the opening kickoff by Devin Hester, and Matt Bryant ran him out of bounds after a 27-yard return. So now the fans can settle in their seats, and the Chicago Bears going on offense. They are second in the NFL in scoring, averaging 28 points per game. And Rex Grossman, who has been up and down all year, but last week 2 touchdowns, no picks, and a 114 passer rating. Bears will begin from the 32. Thomas Jones getting the carry on first down and getting a couple of yards. Jones going over 1,000 yards last week against the Rams. The offensive line, and the first change in that line all year, John St. Clair will start for John Tate, who's out with a sprained ankle.
And we mentioned the fact that everybody has talked about Rex Grossman, but really Thomas Jones, the success that this offense has based off of his production running the football.
Cedric Benson, though, getting more reps and more chances, and that will continue today, according to Lovie Smith. Second down and 8. And Jones going in motion wide right. Grossman looking to throw, and he tries to go to Thomas Jones. Off his hands, covered by Jermaine Phillips. The Buccaneers, 21st in scoring defense, and of course with Anthony McFarland traded, Simeon Rice on injured reserve, Wims and White have manned the right side.
Yeah, and I really think that they need to look to the linebackers to try and manufacture some pressure on Rex Grossman. He's uncomfortable when the play breaks down.
And for the second straight week, Philip Buchanan getting the start at cornerback for Jerron Bolden. He had an interception last week. And the quick slant to Berrien, and Berrien is down before he gets to the first down. So that'll bring up 4th and 1, and the Bears are going to kick. Bruce Gradkowski comes on once again as we take a look now at the rookie quarterback. Has thrown for under 200 passing yards in the last 9 starts. He was removed last week in favor of Tim Rattay, but now is back starting this week.
Yeah, a very difficult situation for John Gruden to be in. There's just so much uncertainty at the quarterback position, and it's not just this season. It's really been a situation he's had to deal with almost his entire tenure as head coach of the Buccaneers.
I had a chance to talk to Bruce Gradkowski in warm-ups. He says last week he wasn't really worried that they pulled him, but he didn't want his teammates to think that he wasn't the guy that can get the job done.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line, and play action with 2 tight ends and some time, and this ball bounces in front of the intended receiver, Joey Galloway. Take a look at the rest of the Tampa Bay offense, and the youngest offensive line in the league, and 2 rookies begin on the right side.
Yeah, but they've got to improve their play because they have to give Carnell Williams an opportunity to make some plays. And last week against Atlanta, there was too much penetration. They didn't get the backside sealed.
2nd down and 10. Mike Allstott lines up as the tailback. Gerald Soule right behind Gradkowski, and they give it to Allstott, who had a couple of carries last week. Moves it out to the 30 for 2 yards. Hunter Hillenmeyer is there to make the tackle. The outstanding defensive line for the Chicago Bears, and Ian Scott and Alfonso Boone, who were backups, now starting.
And kind of a similar situation to Tampa Bay. The Chicago Bears are going to need to manufacture pressure. Tommy Harris is out. Tank Johnson is out. They've got to find a way to get to the quarterback.
Todd Johnson is out for the 3rd straight game. Ricky Manning Jr. again at cornerback. 3rd down and 8. Showing blitz and then pulling back. Gradkowski swings it out to Michael Pittman, and Pittman is hit short of the first down, knocked away by Lance Briggs. And John Gruden will tell you this is about as good a linebacking core as you'll find in the NFL. 4th down coming up.
Well, these guys are not just physical. They have fun out there. They enjoy getting the opportunity to put a big hit on somebody, and you saw Lance Briggs on that last one. I mean, that's a maniacal smile right there. He is just waiting for the snap of the ball because he wants to go hit somebody.
Well, the Buccaneers lead the NFL in the most 3-and-out drives, and they continue that right here. So Josh Bidwell will be punting, and Devin Hester back at the 20. Good punt. Hester at the 19. Look at that speed. And the Bucs grab him, but good field position at the 38-yard line. First down and the handoff to Thomas Jones. And Jones brings it out to the 41-yard line. Tony, you're on the field. You got a great view of Devin Hester from there.
You know, Devin Hester, you know, I talked to him before the game, and he says he doesn't really look at the holes when the ball's coming down. He concentrates on the ball. But when it gets in his hand, right there, his acceleration is faster than anybody I've ever seen. I mean, for him to go and just make returns, I mean, there was nothing there. Looking down on the field, there was nothing. He made something out of nothing.
Lovie Smith said it reminds him of Barry Sanders, Eric Metcalf, some of the greats who have played this game. And here is Jones, bounces off the middle of the line, goes outside and has the first down. Near midfield, Jermaine Phillips on the tackle, and Derek Brooks had the shot first at Jones, and he ends up with 8 yards and a first down.
Great effort by Thomas Jones, because, you know, they've really got that defended well. He gets a nice little spin move, gets to the outside. You break the contain on that, you get a big chunk of yards.
Bears with a record of 11-2, won their first 7 games this year and have a 2-game winning streak after dropping one in New England. First down at the 49. Grossman to throw, goes underneath to Jones. It's been all Jones so far. He picks up 9 yards on the play. Second down and 1. Just under 10 minutes to go in the quarter. Play action for Grossman. And Grossman's pass, it's low, and it is ruled a catch to Bernard Berrien. Tampa Bay signaling that it hit the ground, but the officials say it's a reception.
Bernard Berrien coming across from the opposite side of the formation. He's the middle guy in that bootleg pass. You got a guy in the flat, you got a guy coming across, it gets into that intermediate range, and then you've got somebody deep. That's a great job by Bernard Berrien going down and digging that ball out.
An 11-yard pickup, and you could see as he rolled over Darrell that he did keep it in his possession. So first down now on the Buccaneers 31. Bears are marching. Here's Thomas Jones off left tackle. Couple of broken tackles and gets to about the 19-yard line. Rashid Davis, number 81, is checked in as a third wide receiver on 3rd and 3. Grossman gets time, loops one to the tight end. Desmond Clark, touchdown. Great touch on that pass by Rex Grossman, and a 24-yard strike to Desmond Clark, and the Bears jump ahead.
First touchdown, he ran a great route, and I just want to get him the ball, allow him to run underneath it, and he separated from the safety that was covering him, so he had a great game.
Buccaneers at the 17, first down. Bratkowski's pass caught. Maurice Stovall, and you're going to see more of him. The 6'5" rookie from Notre Dame, taken on the 3rd round, picks up 16.
Just a nice play, just a little play action to it, and then you just come out and get the quick slant. You get the linebackers to move. You get everybody to move when you show that little play action. It opens up that throwing lane for Maurice Stovall. What a big guy.
6'5", and Stovall and Paris Warren's expected to get more action as John Gruden wants to see what he has as far as planning for the future. First down at the 34. Bratkowski, and the pass intended for Galloway is batted down at the line of scrimmage by Ian Scott. 2nd and 10, and the handoff to Pittman gets a quick start, and Michael Pittman tackled at the 39 after a 5-yard gain by Urlacher and Hillenmeyer, 2 of the linebackers. And there you see Alfonso Boone and one of the Buccaneers going at it to some degree. By the way, Mark Anderson, the sensational rookie defensive end who has 10 sacks in the lineup right now for Adewale Ogunleye. And the Buccaneers have not scored a touchdown in a long while. It's been 12 quarters. There is Ogunleye, who has 4 sacks in the last 4 games, shaken up on the Bears bench. 3rd down and 5 at the 39. Bratkowski, and the pass caught by Paris Warren, stays on his feet and finally slips, but not before. The Buccaneers have a first down, a 9-yard gain. First down at the 48-yard line. Tampa Bay not yet getting into Chicago territory. All day to throw. Bratkowski, and it's knocked down. Galloway was downfield, and Danielle Manning, the rookie from Abilene Christian, timed that perfectly.
This ball has got to come out so much earlier. Joey Galloway's right here. Watch this. This is max protection. Nobody from in here is going anywhere. You've got one guy on the route. That ball's got to come out now. You missed it. You gave the safety the opportunity to get over and make the play. Look at all this field over here. Get that ball out and let Joey Galloway use his speed to run it down.
3rd down and 10, and the crowd vocal here from the 48-yard line. Bratkowski being chased from behind, and it's a fumble and a loose ball as the ball tipped away by Ricky Manning Jr. on a cornerback blitz. And again, there's Devin Hester. 6 returns for touchdowns this year. And 3 punt returns for scores. He's going to just let this one bounce. And it takes a Tampa Bay roll and will go out of bounds at the 5-yard line. See what the Tampa Bay defense can muster up here as Grossman from the end zone looking to throw and going deep and lofts it out for Berrien, but well covered downfield by Rondé Barber and Jermaine Phillips, and that one hung up in the air for a while, Darryl.
It did. It did. It gives the safety plenty of time to get over there. Rondé Barber's got him, gets a nice chuck right there on the outside, but you see right there, plenty of time for Jermaine Phillips to get over there. That ball hung up in the air.
Tried to run it with Cadillac Williams, and Lance Briggs was right there, and no gain on the play. Ogunleye back in at defensive end. On 2nd down and 10, here's Alex Smith, and he goes nowhere. 3rd down and 11 from the 27-yard line. Buccaneers already in field goal range, and this pass not even close. Warren was the intended receiver. 1st down at the 44-yard line. So you don't want Devin Hester to return a kick. The Bears will begin from the 44. That's pretty good. And Thomas Jones dekes a couple of defenders and gets pulled down after a 4-yard gain by Dwayne White. And
you know, this is the short pooch kick. You know, talk about respect about a rookie, the little pooch kick, but it puts him in good field position. Only 8 minutes left in the half, but Devin Hester, that guy right there, has a lot of respect around the league. They don't want to put the ball in his hand.
Can you psych yourself out not kicking to him and then all of a sudden good field position?
You can completely overthink that situation. If you're going to do that type of kick, you get it down to the 20 to 15-yard line with the height on the ball. Not to the, what did he kick that to, the 35? I mean, that was maybe well conceived as a plan, but very poorly executed.
Thomas Jones picking up 4 yards. Derek Brooks making the tackle. One of the aging defensive stars on this Tampa Bay club, part of one of the great defenses. Many years, of course, a Super Bowl team, but they are 26-36, the Buccaneers are, since they won that Super Bowl.
It's been tough. It's really been tough. The defense has held on. Now even they're starting to slip a little bit. This is going to be the first time in a long time that they're not going to be a top 10 defense in the NFL unless they play real well down the stretch.
3rd down and 2. Grossman getting pressure, but gets it off to Desmond Clark. Nice. So far, and Desmond Clark does not get out of bounds, but gets hit hard after a 15-yard gain. 1st down at the 32-yard line following the timeout by the Bears. Rex Grossman's pass is incomplete. Low to Muhsin Muhammad and covered downfield by Rondé Barber.
Rondé told us that Rex will stare down some guys. He's going to read his eyes. That's going to lead him to where that ball's going.
Thomas Jones, and with Rondé Barber behind him making the tackle. 3rd down and 4. There is Brooks signaling behind, calling the signals. Here's Thomas Jones with a head of steam, getting the 1st down inside the 20-yard line. Brooks makes the tackle. 7 more yards for Jones, who's off to a great start in this half, has 44 yards. 1st down at the 19. Grossman completes to Desmond Clark, down to the 5. Clark having a huge first half. That's a 15-yard catch, and the Bears are in business.
Desmond Clark has definitely been his go-to guy. It's a little combination with the fullback, a kind of double move to the tight end. He tries to sell the quick out. You watch here, going on the quick out, back up the stem. Rex Grossman gets it out in front. A nice catch by Desmond Clark out on the fingertips.
4 catches, 70 yards already for Clark as we wind down to the 4-minute mark in the first half. 1st and goal. Here's Jones going wide, going in. Touchdown for Thomas Jones. And the Bears add to their lead.
So much for that pooch kick. We might not see that again all day.
The Chicago Bears offensive line has really been impressive this afternoon. They're getting a hat on a hat, walling everything off. It's been a well-coordinated blocking attack by those 5 guys up front. They have not missed a beat with John Tate out of the lineup.
Tim Rattay, who appeared last week, came in the second half against Atlanta. Came in a midseason trade with the 49ers last year. First appearance in a Buccaneer uniform was last week. So John Gruden has pulled the plug on Bruce Gronkowski. So we'll see what Rattay does. Those are his numbers last week against Atlanta. First down at the 29.
Every guy in that locker room wants to play. Again, there's 53 guys in there that they don't come here to practice. I want to play. We all want to play. I wanted to play in training camp. So, but when slots are slotted for you, as a team person, you got to respond to your slot, whether you're 3, whether you're 2, whether you're 1, and each slot has responsibilities. And you know, my dad's been a high school coach for 30 years, so I understand the team, you know, concept. So, like I say, obviously, I wanted to play all year. I want to play every year. I want to play every game. But if they say you're 2, you're 3, that's my rule.
Second down and 10, and Rattay trying to get it incomplete and signaling Anthony Beck that he was held. Chris Harris on the coverage, so this is why John Gruden made the change. 3 3-and-outs, and then a punt and the field goal. And on the field goal, they had -1 yardage on that scoring drive, which you hardly ever see. Third down and 10. And we'll have a false start. Penalty called against Tampa Bay.
False start offense number 69. 5-yard penalty, still third down.
3rd and 15. And Rattay pass caught by Paris Warren. And Warren is buried at the 34 by Brian Urlacher. Gets 10. But they needed 15. 4th down coming up and a punting situation. On first down, Grossman completes to John Gilmore, who gets free. And a first down for Gilmore. So the tight ends doing big damage today for the Bears. A gain of 18. And under the big pass rush, the pass closest receiver in the neighborhood was Cedric Benson. Second and 10, and dropping the pass is Desmond Clark. Incomplete with 2:07 remaining. Now the Bears at 3rd down and 10 from their 45. Grossman ran for 22 against the Rams. Tries to scamper to no avail. Ellis Wims makes the tackle, a loss of 2, and we're down to the 2-minute warning. Bears at the 35, first down, and 1 timeout left. Grossman, crossing pattern, Bernard Berrien, and Berrien close to the first down. It will depend on where they spot the ball, as Philip Buchanan upended him, and there's the hurry up for Rex.
Well, Tampa Bay left a lot of time on the clock for Chicago.
Washington is leading 13-7 over New Orleans. And there's a pass, open, Desmond Clark, and Clark gets inside the 30-yard line. Couldn't have been more clear, and he's got 25 more yards and a first down. Under a minute, clock running. Clark with 5 catches for 95 yards. Hussein Muhammad cannot hold on, but that'll stop the clock with 44 ticks.
I wonder what Chicago saw breaking down the film that they decided to build the game plan around Desmond Clark this afternoon. Because to me, I mean, yeah, Tampa Bay's defense, the tight end is somebody that you would think with Derek Brooks and Ryan Neese, Jermaine Phillips, those are the guys who are going to be responsible for the tight ends the majority of the time. And he's just had a great day. I mean, look at the numbers he's put up in the first half.
Well, I'm sure Lovie Smith knows a little bit about this defense.
Yeah, good point.
completion. This time, Muhsin Muhammad holds onto it, and it looked like he had it in the crook of his arm. And he makes the catch down to the 11-yard line, a pickup of 18, under a half a minute to go. Still with one timeout to go, they spike it. 27 seconds remaining. Second down and 10. Grossman throwing to the end zone. Touchdown, Desmond Clark, his second of the game. Clark caught 2 against the 49ers in Week 8. He's done it here.
Here's your outside receivers running the slants. They pull everybody up, and they slip Desmond Clark back behind him. The safety is late getting over there, but you saw the 2 quick slants. That pulls everybody up. They sneak Desmond Clark behind, and Will Allen is just late getting there. You know, get some screenplays. Do something to start making the Chicago Bears defensive line run and move around and try and tire them out.
Williams getting 4 yards, and Rattay 2 for 6 for 17 since taking over for Gradkowski. The halftime statistics. 238 to 64 in total yards, and all the way down the line.
And that leads to that. 11:52.
Here's Rattay, and his pass trying to thread the needle, and the pass is knocked incomplete. Hunter Hillenmeyer breaks it up, and it was intended for Anthony Beck. Devin Hester, longest return has been 19 yards. Crowd, as Tony mentioned, on their feet, expecting the spectacular. Will it happen here? Devin Hester still on his feet down the sideline, and Devin Hester knocks over one of the Tampa Bay players as he goes out of bounds. That's a 32-yard return.
Well, they don't stay in their lanes this time. Dave Moore, the snapper, he's your last guy on the outside. He gets pinned to the inside, and Hester has the sideline.
Rex Grossman completes the pass to Muhammad, and a first down. Noticed he first looked at the swing pass and then waved it off and went 12 yards to Muhammad with Philip Buchanan defending and shaken up.
Yeah, Philip Buchanan needs to just stay down. He got dinged. Yeah, he got dinged a little bit, and natural instinct to get up and try and get to the sideline.
And we'll have an injury timeout right here. Thomas Jones bounces off, and Dwayne White drives him back. And 4 yards in all.
And there's Philip Buchanan. They're over there checking him out on the sideline. And sometimes it's your own player. It's Ryan Neese, number 56, coming up. You see his knee just hit Philip Buchanan's head, and the lights go out right from there. You can see right there.
And the flag is down, penalty marker down, and the players started scuffling once again. We've had some of that this afternoon. Larry Nemmers.
Personal foul. Offense. During the dead ball, number 57 for Need, the opponent.
Olin Kreutz getting in the mix
The down
there.
counts. It'll be second down. Be a 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot.
There's the end of the run. I think Olin Kreutz took offense that they drove Thomas Jones back, and they're still trying to pull the ball. Very subtle. Comes over. Here, let me take a knee and help you up. Let me tell you what, Olin Kreutz, you don't want to get into that one. You don't want to get into that one. He's been looking for one all afternoon too. He's been around every pile. He's been taking care of his guys out on the offensive side of the ball all afternoon.
And he's looking up and he says, just look at the score. Just check the score, folks. 21-3.
I thought he was pointing to his family. My family's up there.
No, they got better seats than that, Tony. They got to be on the 50-yard line.
You better get back in the huddle, man, and get the play.
Who's he going at it with down there, Tony? Who's he calling out? Everybody, or has he got one guy specific?
I don't know. He looks like he's yelling at the whole team, but Dwayne White, I think, is the guy that he's going after. We might see a little scuffle here after this play. This might be fun.
Kreutz has always been kind of a feisty center. That's what you want to have on your club.
Every good offense needs a guy like Olin Kreutz somewhere in the 11. It could be a tight end. It could be a wide out. Usually it's one of those guys off the offensive line, but just a nasty, angry, pot-stirring.
Who was your guy on Dallas? Who was it?
Eric Williams.
I knew you were going to say that.
Eric Williams.
That guy's taking a swing at me at least a dozen times in a game. I thought it was a high five at first, but then when he tried to take my head off that one time, I knew he was trying to kill me.
Second down and 21. Thomas Jones picking up a couple of yards, and another flag goes down. Another penalty marker after Jones picks up 3.
You knew they were going to be looking. Wait a couple plays.
And it seems to be against Tampa Bay, Rex Grossman. And the Bears making that signal. They want to keep this game under control, and that's what Larry Nemeth
Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness, number 90 of the defense. That's a 15-yard penalty from the end of the run, automatic first down.
So Dwayne White, back-to-back personal fouls.
Yeah.
Dwayne, that's not good. He's got to wait a little while.
No,
he can't do it right after. You got to wait a couple plays.
Yeah, he's got an earful from John Gruden. I mean, that's just, you know they're going to be looking at you. You know they're going to be looking at you.
Let's go, Kim Frisco.
Julian Jenkins, rookie from Stanford, has replaced Dwayne White. So the Bears, as a result of that 15-yard penalty, have a first down on the 48 of Tampa Bay. Muhsin Muhammad. And it looked like it went right through his hands. And they're going to have a flag down. And it's going to be a free play, and it's going to be caught by Muhsin Muhammad. Muhammad spinning his way inside the 25. So it looked like the right side of the Buccaneers line. It might have been the right tackle, but we'll wait for the official signal. Had moved, and a 20-yard gain.
Offside number 94. Penalty is declined. First down.
Greg Spires.
Muhsin Muhammad missed the last one, but he's not going to miss this one. Catches it in the hands up high, turns, spins back to the inside.
And a first down at the 25. The Bears leading 21-3. And the word on Philip Buchanan, hit in the head, questionable as to his return. Thrown underneath, fullback Jason McKee. And McKee down to the 21. 3rd and 5. Looks like pressure coming in for Grossman. And the ball tipped at the line. Incomplete. So here's the 38-yard field goal. And the kick is good. So Robbie Gould. Second down and 10, and the pass thrown underneath for Michael Pittman, and Pittman just shy of midfield to the 48 with Urlacher and Briggs. 5-yard gain there.
You know, this approach that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to with the short pass, the run game, I mean, that's great if you're down by 7. These guys need to go throw downfield a little more, spread it out, take some shots. You got nothing to lose.
Well, that was Gradkowski's idea, wasn't he, when he talked to us the other day, that he says, look, I'm going to throw caution to the wind.
Well, he knew he was on a short leash, and he knew that if he struggled at any point that Tim Rattay would be in the lineup, and I just really felt listening to him that he was going to be very aggressive down the field, and he missed his shots when he was out there, and it didn't work for him today.
3rd down and 5, and a great catch is made, and let's see if both feet were in bounds. Maurice Stovall, and they rule it is.
Stovall's catching the sideline, which I told him afterwards was something I think that really propelled us. It was a heck of a catch. So
Personal foul on the offense, number 85, after the play was over. The play resulted in a first down. We're going to penalize them 15 yards. It'll still be a first down.
I don't know if that was taunting there. He just like put the ball behind him. I don't think he tried to throw it in his face like it turned out to be.
Well, you know what the parameters of the rules are. And anytime that the ball is spiked, I mean, he didn't just set it down. He, reverse dunked it over the back of him with the guy right there. So you give them the opportunity for them to throw the flag.
First down at the 48-yard line of the Bears. And there you see Allstott wide left, and Michael Pittman goes right. Empty backfield here with the backs split. Rattay being chased by Aguglia, and his pass looks to be complete at the 34 to Michael Pittman. And it goes out to the tight end Anthony Beck. Here's Cadillac Williams with the reception, and about a yard short of the first down. 3rd and 1, and they give it to Allstott, whose second effort appears to give him the first down. Remember, they have not scored a touchdown. The offense hasn't since Thanksgiving.
False start, offense, number 65. 5-yard penalty, still first down.
So now it's 1st and 15. On the 28, Alex Smith comes out wide to the bottom of your picture. Another short drop, and Galloway with his first catch of the game, and loses the ball, and picked up by Hunter Hillenmeyer, and Hillenmeyer brings it down. We have not had an official ruling as to whether Galloway was down by contact. The officials are conferring at the 15-yard line right now.
The ruling on the field is that the receiver was down by contact at the 15-yard line.
From the 15-yard line, Mike Allstott straight ahead. Trying to get the first down yardage, very close to it. And 3rd down and 1, as Allstott was just short. They're going to give him another chance, and he's going to get it plus to the 5. Allstott going in, touchdown. So the Buccaneers score a touchdown on a 14-yard run by Mike Allstott.
Allstott touchdown was huge. I think that drive somewhat got us going just because we hadn't done anything all game. The first 2 drives, I think the first 2 series in there, I was in there with just 3 and outs, and just to get some life, you know, back in what we were doing.
Man,
it's a nice move right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's amazing. I've just always been impressed with him throughout his career, but he hops down there, he catches that cement and goes into the wall.
Desmond Clark, who has caught a pair of touchdown catches, getting set to go back in. Devin Hester, who has become a media magnet all of a sudden, and
oh, he did it. He kicked it to him, Tony.
There he goes.
From the 6, Hester loses the ball. And Tampa Bay has it. And it's Wesley Mallard who picks up the bobble by Devin Hester. So Hester fumbles the ball after a hard hit, and the Buccaneers are in business, threatening deep in Chicago territory.
You know, Devin Hester went through a lot this week. You know, everyone's patting him on the back, telling him he's great. You know, you're going to have some games like that. You know, of course, he turned the ball over a couple of times, but still kept running, you know, kept running the ball and still did some good, you know, things for us.
Just Blue Adams comes in and just gets a hit on it, pops it out right there. Wesley Millard right out of the air, but just a little bit loose. Devin Hester just a little bit loose with that. Great job by Wesley Millard of just picking that ball up and just grabbing it, getting it down, and moving it forward.
And Rattay has some time, fires, and it's a touchdown to Alex Smith. So this team that can't seem to score, all of a sudden gets 2 touchdowns in a hurry. Going into today had been intact all season long, but John Tate, who suffered a sprained ankle, I thought Tate would have to play the rest of the year and just play through it. Unable to go, and John St. Clair, who was a starter for the Rams a couple of years ago, taking over. Here's Cedric Benson cutting outside. Cedric Benson, and the power runner between the two, and of course he is the future. A lot of people think as the running back for the Chicagoans, he gets 15 yards and another first down at midfield.
Well, but showing you a little bit right there, Cedric Benson, not just a between the tackles downhill power runner, showing you some nice moves to get the ball to the outside.
Grossman back to throw. Completes the pass, Desmond Clark. Another big play for Clark, having a career game and a first down to the 31-yard line. He got 18 yards on the play. What a game he's having.
Yeah, he's had a tremendous day today, and I just don't know how he's doing this. He's getting open all the time. He's going to release there. He's got Derek Brooks coming over. Just a little subtle adjustment right there, back to the inside. That's a great feel between Rex Grossman and Desmond Clark.
7 catches for 125 yards, 2 touchdown receptions for the Bears tight end. And Grossman, 22 of 33 for 265. Starting to flirt with that 300-yard mark. And here is Grossman. Wide open, Jason McKee. First down. So the tight end and the fullback playing big roles today. I emphasize fullback, 14 yards.
This is an impressive drive to steal it right back to Chicago.
No question. 2nd down and 7. And Grossman looking to throw. And here's McKee again. Jason McKee driving inside the 5-yard line. They go to the same play, almost like dare you to stop it. Monty Kiffin looking for answers for this offense, driving impressively. There's a handoff to Benson. Cedric Benson. Touchdown! What a play! He ran over Jermaine Phillips to get over, and was he determined to score?
Yeah, it looked like he was going down there for a second. Here's Jermaine Phillips here. He's going to come up. He's got the outside contained. Cedric Benson comes up. He hits him right in the thigh. Does just about everything he can. But Cedric Benson just powers through that attempted tackle.
1st and 10. And Tim Rattay's pass is intercepted by Chris Harris. So the Bears, who lead the NFL now, causing 41 turnovers, and now their 23rd interception of the year, and they get it back.
I want to see Joey Galloway at the top of this route and see what happens. I just think that's really lackadaisical by Joey Galloway, because it looks like Tim Rattay is expecting him to come into the middle of the field.
Garay called for the personal foul, so the Bears will start from the 40. Here's Cedric Benson. And Benson trying to use up time, picks up 2 yards. That was the 2nd interception of the year for Harris. 2-touchdown lead for the Bears. Again, Benson showing some moves. And hanging with him is Calvin Pearson. Started out impressive, and he ended up with a 2-yard pickup. 3rd down and 6. On the Bear 44, Thomas Jones in there now. Grossman, and it's tipped, I should say, by Dwayne White. And 4th down coming up, and Maynard will punt. From the 5-yard line, Rattay tried to swing it out to Michael Pittman. 2nd down and 10. Again from the end zone. Rattay gets clobbered. Gets it off to Alex Smith, who's wrestled out of bounds.
Ryan Urlacher was in full stride when he hit Tim Rattay. I'm surprised he got up after that hit. Ooh.
Is he coming a little bit late, Tony? It looked like on the previous one with him and Hunter Hillenmeyer, they were coming a little bit late, too.
He delayed. He let them do a little cross. You saw right there in the middle, and he came and drilled him.
Michael Pittman, I'm assuming he would have him in protection, and he just kind of, they were like 2 ships that passed in the night. I saw Michael Pittman looking back over his shoulder.
3rd down and 9. From the 6. Pump fake. And going up the middle, and Galloway is there with the catch. Joey Galloway with his 2nd catch, and a beautiful throw by Tim Rattay. A 30-yard gain, and gets the Buccaneers out of real trouble. Here is Rattay, and here is Joey Galloway. Joey Galloway with Danielle Manning on his back. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rattay up the middle, and it's caught, and a gain of 6 yards. Buccaneers have 2 timeouts remaining. This game turned out to be a lot closer than anyone anticipated. The slant caught by Hilliard. Wow. And here's Hilliard driving for the end zone. A stiff arm and a touchdown. And how this game's complexion has changed, and the Buccaneers are within an extra point of tying this one up. 1st and 10 at the 22. So the Bears need to score. They're in a 31-31 game, and the slant to Bernard Berrien for a pickup of 4. 2nd down and 6, and again they swing it out. Thomas Jones manages to hold on to it. Gets to the 27, gain of 1 yard, as we have now under 3 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. Adrian Peterson has come into the game for the first time, the 3rd running back on this club. And Grossman gets hit, and down he goes. Grossman sacked at the 14 by Dwayne White. And that is the 4th sack by the Tampa Bay defense. Here's a team 3-10, and they're inspired right now.
They really are. He's coming around the right side. John St. Clair, number 78, gives him that upfield shoulder. He gets around him, forces him to step up. Everything collapses around him.
First down in midfield. Rattay has it batted in the air. And a great play made by Rattay to prevent one of the Bears from picking it off. He just wanted to spike it down to prevent the turnover. Very heads-up play by the quarterback. Second down and 10. Rattay gets it to Pittman, and Pittman is held up and hit at the 44, gain of 6 by Lance Briggs. And I want to clarify the timeouts remaining. The Buccaneers have 3 left, not 2. They have 3 left, as do the Bears. And right now, Tampa Bay uses its first timeout. But this is a big third down for Tampa Bay. Obviously, and the throw and the pressure on Rattay, no one was free. And we'll start from the 10-yard line. 1:17 to go. The Bears have all 3 timeouts left. So let's see what Rex Grossman does with under 2 minutes to go to get his team at least into field goal range to try to win it. Cedric Benson, the running back. Saints lost to the Redskins 16-10. Handoff to Benson up the middle, and a good play on first down as he gets nearly 9 yards.
Now Rex Grossman's wanting to know, what do you want us to do? He's looking over to the sideline, wanting to know if you want to jump into the hurry up. Looks like Chicago's going to play it safe and go into overtime.
The biggest comeback wins, 17 points twice by Tampa Bay, as Cadillac Williams on first down picks up about 4 yards. So the Buccaneers, twice in their franchise history, have come back from 17 down to win. One was against the Bears back in 1983, and today they were down by as many as 21.
Well, you mentioned how important this game was to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Something positive at the end of a very difficult season. Now just add in all these other things that they would have overcome during the course of this game. On the road in Chicago, who's trying to establish home field, your biggest comeback in franchise history. This would be huge for this team.
No question about it. Second down and 6, and the Bears know if they win, they get home field. Pass complete to Alex Smith, and he has a first down. And fumbles, and it's in play. The ball is in play. And no official signal yet. Bears get it.
Chicago got it.
Bears get it. So Alex Smith fumbled, and the ball remained in play, and the Bears got it back. There are 3 flags down, however, right in the sideline. So let's wait.
I think with the new rule, where down by contact, a lot of these rules have changed subtly, where if you can get the ball out, you got a chance to make a recovery. But it's a credit to Chicago, the way they play defense. They get to the pile, they hold you up, and they have 3 or 4 guys trying to go for the strip. And if they can get there before the whistle stops the play, they're going to be able to tear the ball out on occasion. And they do a particularly good job of that. I do see that going on quite frequently now around this league.
Well, you just had one of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers throw their helmet to the ground in frustration. So wherever this ball is marked, take it 15 yards closer for the game-winning field goal.
Chicago has recovered the football after the play was dead. Personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct on number 95 throwing his helmet. That's a 15-yard penalty. Number 65 throwing his helmet, 15-yard penalty from the dead ball spot. First down.
Chris Hovan called for the penalty. Here's the scramble for the loose ball, and I'm not sure whether Danielle Manning wound up with it. There's like a big scramble.
Look at the way they attack the ball. These are not turnovers when you play the Chicago Bears. They're takeaways. I mean, watch all the hands come in. Alex Smith, we talked about it earlier. At some point, the opportunity to make a play is over, and you've got to get down on the ground.
38 is Danielle Manning. And there is the helmet. Thrown by Chris Hovan, so the Bears have the ball on the Buccaneers 22-yard line. First down. So we're less than a minute into this sudden death overtime, and the Bears have a first down on the Bucs 22. Handoff Thomas Jones. They'll make it Cedric Benson. No gain on the play. High drama here at Soldier Field in Chicago. Second down and 10. Benson 43 yards, 12 carries. And they go to Benson again, getting inside the 20-yard line, well within field goal range. 3-yard pickup here.
They're sending him out right now.
Robbie Gould going out to try to end it right now.
I like this. I like doing it on third down just in case anything crazy happens. Bad snap. All your guys who are in key positions know that, hey, anything doesn't look right, anything goes wrong, call that timeout. We'll line up and do this again.
Here's Gould's kick. No good. He hooked it. Wide left.
Holy.
So Robbie Gould misses a game winner and a chance to clinch home field advantage, and the Buccaneers are still alive. Wow. If you told someone the story of this game, they wouldn't believe it.
No, there's no way. I mean, you couldn't script a game like this.
First down. Carnell Williams in the middle of the line for about 1.5 yards. Second down and 8. Rattay to Alex Smith, and Alex Smith will be about 3 yards shy of the first down with Urlacher and Lance Briggs in on the play. Third down and 3. And Rattay's pass, and incomplete as Galloway covered well by Charles Tillman. So fourth down coming up, and the Buccaneers will have to kick. First down at the 29. Grossman's pass, Muhsin Muhammad, and he has the first down as he gets it to the 42.
Back in the days when that was the big graphic. The Bucs can't win when it gets cold. They got to go to Chicago. They got to go to Green Bay.
Well, today they started at 49. Below that now. Grossman. Trying to get it to Muhsin Muhammad. So fourth down and 2, and they didn't make that pass play, and they have to give it up again. 9:02 remaining in overtime, and if the score is still tied after the 15-minute overtime session, it goes into the books as a tie. Mark Jones is back deep. And the Bears are going to down it at the 1. Great hustle that time by Dante Wesley, who got into the end zone almost like a goalie to prevent the ball from going in. And he did a great job, and so Tim Rattay and company will start from the 1.
Great execution by the punt team of the Chicago Bears. As you pointed out, Dick, Dante Wesley goes down. He gets in position to be able to make a play, gets back in, reestablishes himself with both feet before he touches the ball.
Rattay in the end zone. And the pass caught at the 12 by Anthony Becht. Stays in bounds. Appears to be short of the first down by about 1.5 yards. Tillman on the coverage. It'll still be third down, and they're going to mark some yardage off here. So it'll be third down and 6. That is a big penalty against Tampa Bay.
They missed the field goal. We got it back. I believe we got it at our 1-foot line. We knocked it out from there. We got into a 3rd and 1 situation. We had a false start. It's loud here. You know, I can't make excuses. A bad call is a bad day.
And the noise is definitely a factor down here. These Bears fans are up and roaring, and that could be a reason also for that offsides.
Third down and 6. Here's Rattay with a short drop. And his pass overthrowing out of bounds. Hilliard, so it's fourth down. So they got to 3rd and 1 and committed a false start penalty. And now Josh Bidwell will have to kick from the end zone. This has been a defensive battle with 31-31, but they have been the ones making the key plays here. Cedric Benson going outside on first down. And he picks up a couple of yards with Derek Brooks all over him. 3-yard pickup for Benson. Grossman unable to hold on is Desmond Clark. As the throw being a little bit too wide there, and so another 3rd down here. Crowd collecting their collective breaths. And there's the pass downfield. Great catch by Rasheed Davis. Rasheed Davis with a big play.
It was cover 1, so it was man-to-man. And so it was just him and Rondé Barber, you know, basically with the whole field. And I wanted to kind of put it to the outside where he could go up and make a play on it. And he did that and put us in position for the field goal to win.
DeBooth did not take a look at Rasheed Davis's catch, which television replay suggests that ball hit the ground.
Well, it hit the ground. You know, the disappointing thing is the play's not ruled properly on the field. You'd have to make that phone call to the league office and see why that wasn't reviewed. Clearly the ball hit the ground, should have been ruled properly on the field. And in that case, with the dramatic situation that it was, the impact of the game, I'll comment no further on that. Should have been reviewed.
Davis with a game-winning touchdown against the Vikings in Week 3 with under 2 minutes to go. And here is Adrian Peterson on 1st down, getting to the 17. Wayne White to tackle. A pickup of 2. Rex Grossman establishing career highs today. All the way around in attempts, completions, and yardage. And Robbie Gould, who missed from 37 yards.
I don't know. I say you take a couple shots at the end zone before you put Robbie back in there, Moose.
What do you think, Darryl?
I don't know if I throw it to the end zone. You want to try and break one in a running play, that's fine, but...
Hand off to Peterson. Adrian Peterson, 1st down.
There you go.
That's all they needed. That's all the Bears needed, getting a 1st down inside the 10, an 11-yard pickup. And we told you how much Lovie Smith admired that back. And the kick is perfect, and the Bears have won.
They won Sunday's battle and the larger war, clinching home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Now the bad news. Chicago allowed the NFL's worst offense to score 31 points, matching the most they'd given up all season. They blew a 24-3 halftime lead, allowed 4 sacks, missed a game-winning field goal, and watched their kick returner fumble 3 times. The bright spot? None other than Rex Grossman, who emerged from a season filled with criticism to post his league-best 7th game with a passer rating over 100.
Rex is a good football player. Of course, he can throw the ball. It's not like it's a total shock to us. It's just good to see, you know, Mike, that he's put a couple of good games together, you know, getting his confidence back going into the playoffs.
I'm just glad we won. You know, I mean, 300 yards is you know, looks good on paper, but you know, as long as we win, you know, that's the only thing that counts.